Why, hello, everybody. It is I. We're doing another one of these. Just kind of a solo reaction, but this time, never say I don't criticize myself. I am going to be reacting to my RWBY Volume 1 review from 9 years ago. Uh, My opinions about Volume 1 have changed quite significantly. I actually think it is quite bad. It's a bad that I prefer to watch over the recent seasons. Like, I would watch Volume 1 every day of the fucking week over something like, over, Volumes 5 or 6, or 7 or 8 or 9. I would watch that. I would watch them. I watch this over them any day of the week. Um, with that being said, like, I don't know. I'm always kind of afraid to like watch some of my old stuff from way back in the day because I know it's gonna be cringe. Because this was kind of back during where I didn't really look at things that didn't really take that much of an objective approach. It was mostly how how I felt and whatnot. And I was also a massive fan of RWBY, like huge, big fan, kind of cringily big. I do kind of value those days, though, especially Volume 2 coming out. I was so excited each episode, even though Volume 2 is kind of shit. Not kind of, it is shit. RWBY as a whole is terrible. But, yeah. Oh, and one thing of note that I do remember about this, I had watched Volume 1 so many times on repeat that I did the script for this all on memory. I'm not even kidding. I did it from memory. And I think I at least got the events in order correct. But and also you can see it's 15 minutes long, or almost 16 minutes long. The days when I did short videos, but oh god. Let us all cringe together.
Cookies!
No, we're turning that fucking down. God, that's loud.
Nom 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 nom.
What the fuck was? What the? What was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking? That's so cringe. Fuck me.
Welcome everyone to RWBY Volume 1.
Oh god, yeah, I had a retarded opening. Oh, this was when I was still like Dragon Sword 571. God, that was so cringe. No, go away. Stop. Stop. Oh. No, stop. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you may be wondering why I'm doing Volume 1 after Volume 2.
Oh yeah, I actually had a Volume 2 review. It's gone now because it got claimed and I didn't feel like fighting it. I just deleted it because that one was also kind of cringe. I don't know. I think about taking this and the Volume 4 one off and just starting over. Just kind of starting over.
Well, that's because I did do Volume 1, but it was absolute garbage, so I deleted it.
Oh, that's right. I did do a RWBY. I did do one before this, and it was even worse than this one. Oh god, those were the days when I didn't script that. Oh, goof. Ugh, I don't want to think about those days. Ugh.
I know I can do better, and this series deserves better.
This series is I think I still sometimes make these mistakes of where like I'll like say a word. I won't like register it because it sounds normal to me. Where I might like combine a word or like mess up some of the syllables. I'm like, yeah, this is how people talk. And then like some people will watch it goes, I don't understand what you were saying here. It sounds like you were trying to say a word. And I'm like, oh right, other people aren't me. But like, yeah, you can tell I was a fan here. I don't think. Well, it deserves better in the sense of like, not necessarily because it's good, but it deserves a better critique because critique should be fair regardless of what your opinion of a thing is. Like if someone said TLJ was bad because it promotes cannibalism of children, it's like it's bad, but not for that reason. Oh, and also, if you're wondering what this border is right here, it's because this was the days where I was trying to like find a way around copyright. And plus, this was the YouTube version, and I think, oh god, I think I uploaded this to Zipcast. Who remembers Zipcast? Oh Christ, I'm old.
So, let's redo RWBY Volume 1. We open up with...
Stories scattered through time. Mankind has grown quite...
Okay, I'm pausing this just in case for fucking Viz to do shit. Like, ugh. Also, like, oh yeah, this one still had my blue... I think this one had my blue snowball mic. Yeah. Yeah.
Fond of recounting the exploits of heroes and villains, forgetting so easily that we are remnants, byproducts of a forgotten past.
Cortana? So, this is where you've been. Yep, that's Jen Taylor, the voice of Cortana, as the narrator. After that, we cut...
The narrator. The narrator. Yep.
to a dust shop being robbed.
God, did I have like fucking... Fuck, was my tongue swollen? God damn.
Calm down. We're not here for your money. Grab the dust.
Hold on, was I speeding up the... Was I speeding up the dialogue a little bit just to get around copyright and stuff? I think I might have altered like dialogues and whatnot.
The guy robbing said dust shop is Roman Torchwick, a reoccurring villain. One of the nameless goons spots a teenage girl and decides to mess with her. This scene...
Also, I was a lot younger. I think I was like 21 when I made this video, and now I'm 32. Holy shit, I'm fucking... God.
seems unwise.
Are you robbing me?
Yes.
Oh.
The 15-year-old with the 4-foot giant gun sight is our
4 foot. Well, no, I think it's 7 feet long.
main character, Ruby Rose, who commits manslaughter by turning the goon's ribs into shrapnel and crushing them to death.
Yeah, actually, hold on. These guys don't have any indication that they have activated their aura, so, like, she is just flat out murdering these people. Oof. Oof.
Ruby chases after
Oh god, you can also tell my audio editing was ass as well.
Roman, but he hops on an airship and blasts Ruby using a dust crystal. However, she's saved by Glenda Goodwitch.
Really? Really?
Really?
Really?
Really? Really? Really?
When is
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give myself a point for that one. I forgot I used I need to use more Helsing Ultimate. I need to use more TFS references still. Yeah, as you can kind of tell, so far, it's just me doing a plot recap. Like, I'm not really pointing out what good. I'm not really pointing out like the good things here, right? I'm just recapping the plot. I'm just giving a synopsis, right? Like this. If this were me, I would like give the synopsis and then explain why something worked or wouldn't or doesn't work, right? Like, then again, this was very much kind of the video style or at the time, right? Like, maybe not entirely, but like, this is very much my being influenced by History of Power Rangers type deal, because I thought that, you know, I guess Linkara had insightful things on Power Rangers, which he sometimes does, but I'm better.
starts to attack the airship, but a mysterious woman starts blowing shit up and they get away. Glenda takes Ruby someplace it's never
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, me. Can you repeat that again?
blowing shit up, and they get away. Glenda takes Ruby someplace.
Someplace you want to redo that again? Fucking retard, moron, idiot.
It's never really explained where they are.
I mean, it doesn't really. They don't really necessarily need to explain. They're like in an interrogation room, I guess, somewhere. I don't really think it needs to be explained where they are. I don't even know why you even brought that up. Oh, yeah, they do just kind of teleport to a random location, don't they? I mean, it doesn't really matter or affect the plot at all necessarily, but it is just weird.
She meets Professor Ospin and opens a portal to the negative zone to store the cookies for later.
God, that looks so cursed. I can't remember if that was a criticism that I turned into a joke. I think it might have been. I don't know. Like that was probably that might have been a knock on the animation, because I think I do talk about the stiff animation. I do think that the older RWBY, especially Volume 1, the animation is very stiff, but it kind of has that but that's kind of maybe part of the charm, right? Like when you watch something like an ECW back in the day, it had a very grimy and gritty underground type of feel, right? It wasn't as polished as like WWF or WCW, but it had that kind of rough charm to it. I still think it has a rough charm to it a little bit.
Ospin then offers Ruby a chance to attend a school Beacon Academy and
breathe. Also, could you explain why you think this is good? Stop just recapping the plot. Stop it. Get better.
And she takes it. This is a decent opener.
Well, I mean, as a first episode, it's not awful necessarily. Like, it's basic. It's not great. Like, maybe I have not rewatched Volume 1 in a bit, but like from what I remember, Episode 1 isn't terrible. Like it does do like the basics, like sort of set up to, getting the main character to where she needs to go. So honestly, yeah, I do think that the first episode is like okay-ish. Like it's for the quality of Volume 1 and the quality of RWBY in general, it could be a whole lot worse.
This is the world and our main character well.
Motherfucker, what was that?
This is a decent opener. It introduces the world and our main character well.
What the fuck? I don't remember this. I haven't watched this in 9 years, I guess. Did I? What the fuck? It introduces our world. It doesn't introduce the world, like, at all. We just have like, I mean, we kind of like get like a basic overview of like the sort of like beginning of the history with like the intro thing, but we don't know what dust is yet. We know it doesn't introduce us to the world at all. It just like here we are. Now let's go into the plot more. This is not a good introduction to the world. I don't know why the fuck this idiot is saying that.
Well, but it is a bit slow.
What do you mean by slow? Explain yourself. The first episode, what do you mean by slow? Like, it's episode 1.
On the way there, we're introduced to my favorite character, Ruby's sister, Yang.
I died inside hearing that. I forgot I said this. I forgot she used to be my favorite character. You guys, you have to understand, this was before Volume 4. Or no, this was before Volume 5. I think this was before Volume 3. When was this made? One comment. Interesting. No, it's not interesting. This is garbage. Okay. November 4th, 2015. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, Volume 3 has arrived. So this was when Volume 3 was being aired. So, like, Yang was, like, not even really a character, to be honest. Or barely a character. So, like, at the time, I think you can maybe give me a little bit of the pass. Give me a little leeway. This was before the dark. They were kind of dark times to begin with. This was before the really dark times. Before the cunt age.
Ruby and Yang arrive at Beacon, and Ruby starts fangirling out about all the different weapons. And now I have to go on a tangent about Yang's fashion choices.
Oh my god, I remember this. Also, the weapons shit with Ruby. Yeah, I think it's... They bring it back, I think, for the fucking one of the Justice League crossovers of all fucking things. I think. I'm pretty sure they bring it back, but who knows? Oh man, I remember... Oh, this is funny.
Oh god, where to begin? We have a Leone-style sash across her boobs, a scarf, and a jacket that allows for a semi-midriff. Which is fine, I guess. However, what really boggles my mind is the lower half. First off, what's with these Daisy Duke bike shorts?
I guess I mean, I've done this in more recent videos, but I guess at the time I was just too lazy to find a PNG of an arrow and just overlay it. I have done this before sorry, I'm just adjusting on my seat. I have done this in more recent videos just because I was, I guess, too lazy to get a arrow PNG. I believe I have one now saved in my assets folder, but like I don't know. I guess it's just easier. But I do remember this outfit really bothering me when I saw it because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Granted, her outfit and that she wears and that her, like, I think they're called the Huntress outfits or whatever, like those alternate outfits in Volume 2 they had. I remember Blake's bothering the shit out of me. I really do, and Yang's bothered me as well.
Why would you wear those into a fight?
My guy, you can do other takes. Oh wait, was this in my? I think this was during the. I'm going to say the entire paragraph in one take, and if I mess up, I must start over, and not edit the audio at all. Yeah, I think that was it. I mean, like, I don't know why it's like the weird shorts. It's like, my guy, you like this, you were a fucking Kamiga kill simp at this point in time. Like, Leone was your wife, still is, by the way, one of my many wives. Like, why are you complaining about this? Like, she was wearing less than Yang.
I don't think they'd breathe very well.
I mean, that is true. They would breathe horribly in a fight. Like, it probably smells like a fucking well, like one of those fish cleaning stations you see at, like, docks.
But what really sends me over the edge is, what is this?
What is that, actually? That still bothers me.
What purpose does this serve?
I guess it might be like a motorcycle thing? Maybe?
Does Yang not want people looking at her ass?
I mean, probably not.
Is it a dust ruffle for your ass? An ass ruffle?
Ass ruffle? What the fuck? I spend more time criticizing Yang's fashion choice than I do pointing out why I think the show is good up until this point.
I don't know. It just looks silly.
It does look silly, says the Power Rangers fan.
Yang ditches Ruby and she trips over.
Yeah, with her friends that we never see again. They forgot that Yang has friends that aren't her team, or or any of the named characters. Yeah.
Some luggage and gets bitched at by another one of our main characters, Weiss. Then Ruby sneezes on some dust, which causes an explosion.
Not even gonna play the explanation that Weiss gives about the dust and explain to the audience what dust is, like the information. Not even gonna do that. I guess not even explaining why you think maybe dust is kind of a neat thing. I mean, granted, it's fucking basic as shit. And a concept that has been thoroughly like not explored as much as it should. But this is volume 1, so like it's kind of excusable a little bit.
Sure.
Oh man.
This gets the attention of yet another main character, Blake, who then layeth the smackdown on Weiss.
Oh, that was so cringe. Why the fuck did I say that? Jesus Christ. Layeth the smackdown. God. I want to layeth the smackdown on myself for saying that fucking cringe. What the hell?
Same company, infamous for its controversial labor forces and questionable business partners.
Before Ruby...
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little bit of world building. Like, are you gonna like try and, like comment on that? You're just gonna play the clip. So let's watch that clip again.
Main character Blake, who then layeth the smackdown on Weiss.
Same company, infamous for its controversial labor forces and questionable business partners.
Like, you're not even like going to fucking like talk about like the Schnee Dust Company and that Weiss and how that's kind of and how she's the heiress and how that may tie into her character. You're doing a bad job of telling. You're doing a horrible job of explaining why. This is just more like self-confirmation content. Like, if you already like RWBY, this is the video that you watch to reaffirm that you like it.
Before Ruby can thank her, Blake walks off and she...
Why is Blake walking off like at all relevant? I mean, I guess maybe like set up, but like I don't know why you mentioned that.
She's helped out by another important character, Jean.
Self-insert, man. God damn, my opinion of Jean has changed so dramatically. I guess we'll get to there when we get to it, but like, yeah.
I like Jean.
I used to like Jean.
Yeah, sure, he's a stereotypical wimpy character, but as well as...
And self-insert for Miles, but I didn't really, I guess, know that at the time, because I wasn't really paying too much attention to, like, the fandom that much. I mean, from like a surface level perspective, unlike now where I have stared into the abyss and seen the absolute depravity that is the RWBY fandom.
See later on, he'll start to grow into his own.
I don't, kind of, not really, no.
They arrive at an assembly hall and more comedic shenanigans happen.
Are you gonna like enunciate those words? Me? Something you still have difficulties with? That at least now I kind of try to enunciate better.
You! Oh god, it's happening again!
Yeah, I think I definitely did speed up the clip.
You're lucky we weren't blown off the side of the cliff.
Oh my god, you really exploded.
I don't care. I think that is actually still legit funny. I do think I do still think the comedy in volumes 1 and 2 does still land. I think some of it is like, at the very least, sniff laugh worthy of humor. It's also one of the problems I kind of had with Dust. What is it? Ice Queendom. I almost said Dust Queen. No, Dust Queen's a great fan animation, but Ice Queendom is that not only do they cram like the entire volume 1, I think into the first 3 episodes, I think it's like the first 3 episodes they cram like the entirety of volume 1. But but like they remove a lot of the character based humor, which does kind of remove at least some of the personality from it, which is kind of it does remove some of the personality from it, and I think that was kind of a downgrade. Now, I never actually finished Ice Queendom. I kind of got bored of it. I might go back to it one day to see if it's better or worse, but I think it's I think it might be like of equal quality to everything else going around.
After that, they all assemble in the ballroom for the night.
My guy, could you please like actually start? Could you stop doing the plot synopsis? Can this not be plot synopsis? The video can it actually have content that's worth something?
There we get some more comedy and some of Ruby's.
Jesus Christ! It's okay if you stutter. Just say the line again and then edit out the fumbled line. Oh my God! You absolute schmeckledorf.
Securities. The next day,
what insecurities are those? Are you gonna play a clip? Are you gonna show your evidence? Are you gonna do anything for that? No, you're just gonna say it is the thing, not provide your reference. Okay, sure. Why not?
Introduced to two more important characters, Nora and Ren.
Oh God, important. I mean, I guess they kind of... Was Team Juniper really? I mean, Pyrrha was, I guess. Ren and Nora weren't really that important to Volume 1, were they? No. The the fight in the ruins. No, the fight in the ruins. Nora was important with the fight in the ruins for driving the tail from the Deathstalker into the... Yeah, okay, so Nora was important. Ren, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna turn my mic towards me a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. That's better.
Let me just say this. I fucking love Nora, as we'll see later on.
Oh my God. It's okay, this was when she was a fucking autistic weirdo. This was before. This was before Volume 7. I think I can give me some slack. This was when she was just the spastic weirdo. Okay, fair enough. Not explaining why any of this is good still. You're just saying it is. No, you're not even just saying it's good. You're just telling me what is happening and moving on. I don't still doing that. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's lazy. It's stupid.
Everyone starts getting ready for initiation, and we're introduced to the last important character of this season, Pyrrha.
Hello.
That's not true. It's not true though. Right? No, Sun, well, for this season, I guess, like, no, Sun is important for this season. I don't know why the fuck I said that.
Again.
Who takes a liking to Jean?
Yeah, the fucking tall, beautiful woman, the tall, pretty girl taking a liking to the writer self-insert. I didn't know Miles Luna was a writer at this point in time, okay?
Something that will be built upon later.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
Everyone gathers on a cliff and is launched into the forest for initiation.
Why are they launched into the forest? Why launched off the pad? I don't understand that. That just seems to be really weird and counterintuitive, because, like, what... Like, why not just, like, drop them off in, like, different parts of the forest? Like, why do you need to launch them off? That doesn't really make any sense. That just seems like... That seems really... I mean, is it a way to, like, hoard out the fucking... to sort out the fucking, the weak links? I don't know.
Damn, Osmond's kind of a dick.
Yeah. Kinda. I mean, we did not know. We did not know the sheer Well, I don't really think he was in. I don't really think he was a dick necessarily. Like maybe lying to them and hiding the truth about stuff, but like he had understandable reason. No. I don't even know what I'm trying to make this point. We're gonna continue.
They all land in awesome ways except John.
They all land in awesome ways. Shows only Ruby doing it. Okay.
Ruby meets up with Weiss, who is...
It's just expositing the plot. Expositing the plot.
is less than enthusiastic.
Wait! Where are you going?
But when she comes across John, she changes her mind.
By no means does this make us friends. You came back!
I stand by that some of this humor is actually funny. It's like, oh, hey.
However, Piero wants to be on his team, which is a better trade if you ask me. Yang starts...
So it's strange how my opinions kind of very drastically shifted. Weiss is a dumbass retard who is also like responsible for like a lot of the moral inconsistencies with the Moronics, as I have affectionately named them. But because of her lack of general importance and lack of general focus, she's nowhere near. She's not as insufferable as everyone else. Like, I like her more than I like the rest now. It's a very, very different, very stark contrast.
Looking for Ruby, but comes across a group of Ursa and starts kicking their asses.
Oh, God, stop. God. Do I still sound like that, by the way? Like, I don't hear it when I like record or anything, but do I generally still sound like that sometimes? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm not sure.
Jeez, you two couldn't hit the broadside of the...
I have no idea why. I think it is just because the audio is sped up, but like I have no idea how I'm getting away with this. For copyright reasons.
Oh shit, last time that happened, some bitch got the Zod treatment.
Oh boy. I remember I used to be a fan of that one. God, how times change. God, that one was that death battle has aged horribly. Oh man. Not even like the fight is really that good, because like if you notice, like a lot of the textures and stuff are really weird and they look unfinished. And like I think that honestly I think this decision had some Rooster Teeth influence, because I think Screw Attack had just been recently bought by them, and I think it was the summer of 2015. I want to say it was before this episode, but like they had probably already had planned this. By then, and like yeah, like it was really weird. It was a really weird, but not really weird. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I go off script and I don't have anyone to bounce off with. I'm left with my own retardation, but yeah, I think there was this kind of I genuinely do think this is one of the few times where there were like upper management meddling influenced a result, because if after this, when Yang like walks out of like after the fight, she starts walking out of this wherever this area is, you see the Vital Festival poster, and it's like the most blatant, disgusting promotion I think I've seen in any sort of like indie project for like an official major project. Like it's so gross. It's so gross. Like the crew has admitted that this episode is wrong. By the way, they said that they've said that if they did this again, Yang gets her ass kicked. So like, please stop bringing this one up. Like, please. Like, we all know it's wrong. We all know it's dumb. Ben and Chad and the current Death Battle crew know it's wrong and dumb. All right, let's please, but god damn.
After that, Yang meets up with Blake, and Ruby and Weiss start bickering.
Bickering. I got just. I can't believe I used to be the thing that I have now sworn to destroy.
I'm sorry that you need my help to win a fight. I'm just fine on my own. Well, congratulations on being the strongest child to sneak your way into Beacon.
Yep. You know what? Yeah. Based Weiss. Based. Show this bitch what for. Holy shit.
Bravo.
Oh god. I think that happened in the editing. Yeah, no, I think that happened in the editing. It might have been with the footage sped up.
Hey, ready for some more exposition?
This okay. Not going to explain why, because at that time I thought that scene was actually kind of cool and kind of good and funny, but I guess I know I'm repeating the same point over and over, but god, there's just nothing to talk about with this. There's nothing of value here.
Of course I do. Do you know what aura is?
Aura is the manifestation of our soul.
What does that mean, Pyrrha? What does that mean?
Ruby and Weiss are still arguing like an old married couple.
It means you're a big, stupid jerk and I hate you! Just keep moving. Oh, just keep moving. Hurry up. Wow, watch where you're going. Why are you so bossy?
Jesus fuck, man.
I'm not bossy.
But you were bossy. You're a bitch.
And so Ben Bossy was born.
Was that a thing on social media? It sounds familiar. Because if that was a thing, I think that was Ben Bossy was a thing on social media. I can't remember. Somebody with somebody like double check that. But I think that was a thing on social media. If so, God, someone should have backhanded me for that.
Blake and Yang come across the forest tower.
We're like halfway through this or close to halfway through this video. Fuck it, we're close to halfway through this video, and it's worthless. This video is fucking worthless. Holy shit.
While Jean and Pyrrha enter a cave and piss off a giant scorpion.
You two, don't let...
I wonder if Ruby and Weiss are still arguing.
Weird delivery, but okay. I'm sorry, like, if I pause, like, some of this, like, random stuff that it's just, like, I don't know why I wanted to emulate Linkara at this point in my YouTube, I guess you could call it career. I don't know why. I know why. I used to think that he was better than he actually is. But
We're fine! Stop worrying! I am so far beyond worrying!
I do also think this scene's actually kind of funny. Still. Like, legit funny.
In a good way, in a bad way, in a very bad way! Well, why don't we just argue? Insane? Oh, you insufferable little rat!
And this...
I did. Call me cringe all you want. Like, current me, fair enough, fine. I still think that's funny. Fuck you. I still think that is funny.
This is why Nara is awesome.
Just stop. I know that you didn't know how bad things would get, but the Nora glaze annoys me. Why didn't that Grim explode into nothing? Because it got hit by a grenade, but like, I don't know. But like, Coco's miniguns, like, it fucking eviscerate Grim that are bigger. Inconsistent.
Aw, it's broken.
Come on, but that's a little bit chuckle worthy.
Because she's fucking insane.
True, she is insane.
I mean, just look at her. She doesn't even care that they're about to die.
Jesus Christ, God. I thought they'd have more to say with this, but like, goddamn.
So Weiss is about to fall. Wait, I just noticed something. Weiss is wearing a jacket. Who would make something like this?
She is wearing a jacket. Why is she wearing a jacket? I don't know. I guess it's like the first time I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal and I saw a shark's hair and I'm like, that's just a Lego piece. One of those like pieces, like one of those Lego pieces you put on the Lego people's heads. Like that's.
It's not big enough to zip or snap together, and it doesn't even come down to her hips. Plus, how does her dress stay on? Is the jacket a part of the dress? God, the outfits in this show are dumb.
Yeah. Actually, I know. Something like Blake's outfit there looks fucking retarded. Ruby's is fine though, and Jean's I think is a bit more excusable because like he's like, here's this armor, here's this sword. I'm very much hodgepodging this shit together.
Everyone's finally together.
The gang's all here. Now we could die together.
Okay.
Ruby charges the giant scorpion, but fails when Yavatal uses Feather Shot and pins Ruby down.
Oh, Yavatal. Yavatal. Those of you who don't know, that's the Pokemon Death. Pokemon's version of Death. Yeah.
Before the giant scorpion can kill her, Weiss saves her and the two finally come to an understanding, and everyone GTFOs.
God, GTFO. God, stop trying to be cool. Stop. God. Holy shit. I'm not even gonna like try and break down the understanding they have and like try and holy shit. I am sorry guys. I thought that this reaction would get something. I'm you're still gonna watch it and see it because I took the time to record it. It's like after work. I'm trying to get content out, and I thought this might be fun, but like, oh, holy shit, it's weird.
Then we get an awesome action sequence.
The ruin fight is actually pretty cool. It's still pretty fucking fun. I do still enjoy it a lot.
Ending with, well, this.
You're not even gonna go over the fight and explain why the fight is cool? You completely skipped over Nora, Team Juniper's part, because there was some really cool shit in there too. Nora's finishing move was like the way that when she goes up sitting on her hammer and then like she like does the little salute and comes down. I mean, like there's a lot of personality in that. And it's one of those things where it's like showcasing a character's personality without really having to in like these sorts of short bursts, and so maybe kind of incorporating them in fights, right? Like I'm not gonna say that. I mean that's something praiseworthy. I think it's like these little details. I mean, it's basic, sure. It's very, very basic. Maybe you could even argue to the point where this should be expected, but it's still nice to see that, you know, it is. I guess you could, yeah. Well, obviously, it is nice to see basic competence because it means that you understand the. Fuck, I think you all know what I'm trying. I know that sense didn't make any sense, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, they didn't really have to put that extra touch in there. But, you know, I mean Monty, because I'm pretty sure he did that all by himself. that one of the fights where he's like, I made this fight, make a story around it. I think that might have been one of them. I think the mech fight in Volume 2 was that as well. Here's this cool fight I made. Anyways, make a story around it. The Marvel method. God rest his soul. Monty was shit at writing. I think we can. Enough time has passed that I think we can come to grips and say Monty was bad at writing. Just like how I used to be dog shit at making videos.
After that, everyone is assigned into teams. RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, with RWBY as its leader.
Wow, I'm. Why are you listing off Team RWBY and you're showing Team Juniper? Great editing skills.
And John, Pyrrha, Nora, and Ren, with John as the leader.
Yeah, which was a retarded move. Like, why is Jean the leader? Like, I understand, like, he showed, like, wait, no, I think, hold on, no, I don't know why I said that. But obviously, the reasoning is like, well, no, yeah, why is he the leader? Like, Pyrrha's better, like, Pyrrha would have been the better leader. Because, like, yeah, Jean has, the idea was that he had potential to be, like, really good. He just lacked the skill in combat. And he had a lot of he had a lot of quick thinking in a fight. But why is he the leader exactly? That doesn't make sense. Pyrrha should be the leader. Like, she probably, like, pretty sure she has that same level of thinking, just a better amount of it because she's actually trained and is a prodigy. Is Pyrrha Mary Sue? Questions for later.
Which is kind of head-scratching at first. Next two
At first, don't you mean in general?
episodes are about RWBY and Weiss butting heads. Again.
Oh my god, that humming noise. This was when I was still in the basement, and that's the sump pump. I used to be a literal jobless basement dweller. Holy shit. Was I Chris Chan?
Well, it's more about Weiss not being able to accept RWBY as team leader, which is quickly resolved.
Yeah, way too quickly resolved. Like, I think those two episodes are like, what, 6 minutes apiece, so it's like 12 minutes of content?
It's not that it's bad, but
I don't remember enough of it to call it bad, but certainly rushed.
Feels a bit repetitive.
And a little bit repetitive. I wouldn't say repetitive. I mean, it may feel a bit repetitive, but I wouldn't call it repetitive.
However, it does add to the overall theme of this season.
Themes.
Which I will explain in the end bits.
Explain. I highly doubt that, good sir. I highly doubt that, me, if you even are me.
The next episode starts out with John fighting the resident bully, Cardin. And yes, he's as one-dimensional as you'd think. John.
Yeah, and he is seen, like, I think twice, like 2 or 3 more times after this, and then never again, because he doesn't matter outside of this. The fucking Jaundice and Forever Fall, like, those, I think both of those were 2-parters. We really did just waste a bunch of time on Jean, didn't we? One of those episodes was only 4 minutes long, I think. 4 or 5 minutes long. I think, yeah, Jaundice Part 1 was like 4 or 5 minutes long. Jesus Christ. God damn.
Ass-kicking is getting him down, and Nora offers a perfectly rational solution to his problems.
We'll break his legs!
I mean, to be fair, that would solve the problem.
After Jean and Cardin get chewed out by a teacher, Pyrrha...
By a teacher? Don't you mean Giga Chad Oobleck? Come on. A teacher? And pray tell, why is Jean getting chewed out by the teacher? We're just going to skim over that. Just gonna skim over the fact that it's Jean is struggling in his classes. Not even gonna like try and maybe tie that into the pressure of being a leader, and with the revelation that he cheated his way into Beacon, how that's affecting his grades because he is so woefully ill-equipped for this. He had no idea what he was getting into, and it's apparent that it contributes to his own self-doubt that he can't do it. I literally off the top of my head just like tied that scene in to try and make it seem better than it actually is. The cynical 32-year-old me, not the optimistic and full of life 21-year-old me.
Offers to train John when he drops a bomb of epic proportions.
Wait, no, I was 22 at this point. Yeah, I was 22.
I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school, I didn't pass any tests, I didn't earn my spot at this academy.
Correct, you cheated.
I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts.
How did you get those fake transcripts, John? Who gave them to you? Did you download them from the internet? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they go from Cotton Eye Joe?
And I lied.
Yep, John cheated. And I can't get pissed at him.
Why not? Why not? He's done this to himself. Like, can't you? So a lot of these other people are busting their asses off, and he just randomly gets fake transcripts and just gets into Beacon, which, like, it's incredibly ambiguous if Oz knew about it or not. Which I think the general consensus is that he did, but if he did, why didn't he go? Okay, well, no, you're out. Like, we need people who can actually fight. Especially kids. This is where that's kind of where you can tell there wasn't. That's how you can kind of tell that there wasn't much of a plan from the beginning, as many other people say there was.
I'll explain why in the character bits at the.
I'll explain why in the character bits at the end, even though there's 5 minutes left of the video.
End.
Also, might want to run and redo that take.
John, being a complete and total idiot, turns
Yeah, he is a retard. Yep.
down Pierre's help while acting like a total dick about it.
Yes, he is acting like a bitch and bitch boy.
Cardin overhears and
Man, you know how fucking convenient that Cardin's room is right below, and how convenient that Cardin overheard Jean, like in this very moment, and how convenient that he popped up as soon as Pyrrha went away. How and because you know the rest of the rest of this arc can't happen if Cardin doesn't hear. We can't have him here in a more natural way. No, he literally just has to be there at the right time.
starts blackmailing him. But enough about that.
No, not enough about that. You didn't notice the issue, retard.
Let's go on a field trip.
Yeah, let's go on a fucking field trip. Why were they collecting sap? What was the point of collecting sap? Why were they here? What does this do about like I could understand if like this was like spending 2 days in the forest for survival because you might need to do that as a job as a huntsman, but like why are they collecting sap on a field trip? That doesn't why this isn't this it is a high school, but it isn't in the sense of its curriculum is killing monsters.
Long story short, Cardin tells John to
No
throw
long story short, explain, dumbass.
a jar of sap.
My God damn it, why was I so bad at this? Why was I so bad at this? This was 2015. I had been on YouTube for like 4 fucking years at this point. Jesus Christ. I didn't become halfway competent till 2019. I swear to fucking God, when I posted that Captain Marvel video. And even then, looking back, it's not a great video. But, like, it's better than this shit.
At Pyrrha, but he throws it at Cardin instead and gets beaten up for it.
Yes. Yes, he did do that.
The smell of sap attracts an Ursa, which...
Yes, which is something that Glenda established. Maybe you could have just played that clip and goes, keep that in mind, I'm not done with it yet.
Attacks Cardin and John starts to fight it.
Yep, he does start to fight it. That's good.
With a little help from Pyrrha, John decapitates the Ursa and earns Cardin's respect.
Why would he earn Cardin's respect? Why, though? Like, yeah, you could argue, oh, wow, he saved my life. You could argue... Cardin just seems like the kind of guy that would, like... It might not necessarily be respect, it just might be fear. Also, the way that they're... Also, goddamn, those hands are not actually, like, connected at all. They're not.
Later that night...
God, I'm so tired. So tired of this.
Pyrrha and John make up, and...
Yeah, make up. I mean, they did. Yeah.
The start of an obvious romance
What the... Care to say that again?
Pyrrha and John make up, and the start of an obvious romance
Did I just have a stroke?
happens, but that's not inherently a bad thing.
Correct, not inherently a bad thing. It was just really shittily executed.
Next episode, Ruby and her team wander around.
So, one thing that, especially at the time, I didn't notice because I wasn't... My media analyzing skills were not very good, as you can plainly see. Volume 1 takes it starts in, like, I think, like, the spring, and then it's starting reaching autumn. Like, no, I think they establish in episode 11 or 12. I think 12 is when we start the shit with Blake. Sorry. Has something in my throat. I'm pretty sure that they established that at least a few months have passed, and, like, we barely know anything about, like, the main characters because we just spent 4 episodes on fucking Jean for whatever reason. One of them was like 4 minutes long.
Unveil as the town prepares for the Vital Festival. They then...
Do they explain what the Vital... No, I think they... No, I don't think they explain the Vital... No, I think they explain the Vital Festival in Volume 1. I think they do. I'll just assume they do. Volume 1 or Volume 2. But I don't know why I didn't explain what the Vital Festival was or its purpose. If they did explain it in Volume 1.
See a Faunus named Sun being pursued because he stowed away on a ship, and the gang
Stowed away on a ship.
chases after him. They then...
Yep. Keep narrating the plot. Keep giving the plot. Keep giving the plot. Yep.
And run into...
Salutations!
Aw, Penny. Oh, Penny. Oh, Penny. Oh, Penny. We didn't know. We didn't know how absolutely fucked you would be. How the writers would utterly annihilate you. God damn, we...
Hello.
Are you okay?
I'm wonderful.
God damn, fuck. Again, I still find that a bit chuckle-worthy.
Thank you for asking.
The awesome ball of
The Blossom Ball. I mean, I still kind of like Penny in Volume 7 and 8. Like, I might need to rewatch those again. Which I would rather eat an entire mountain of Tide Pods than watch Volume 8 again in its entirety. But I think she's relatively consistent. I don't hate Penny. I hate what they did to Penny, and how Penny was just treated as a hollow plot device for most of Volume 8, and how Penny was the vessel in which death is now a plot hole in RWBY. But, you know, I guess it's just really cringe hearing me describe it that way.
Word awesome.
A ball of awkward awesome. I mean, like, I was very easily impressed. This is like the most basic shit ever.
Miss Penny. This encounter leads to the best joke in
God, it looks so cringe.
the season.
I'm here to fight in the tournament. Wait, you're fighting in the tournament? I'm combat ready.
Forgive me, but you hardly look the part, says the girl wearing a dress.
It's a combat skirt. Yeah.
That's not the best joke in the season. That's just stupid. I mean, like, I guess you could say it's chuckle-worthy. I guess you could say it's chuckle-worthy. I mean, like, I used to think that shit was funny. Now I'm just like, it's okay. It's all right. Can you please say something that is worth responding to?
Weiss and Blake get into a very heated and uncomfortable debate about the White Fang, a radical group of faunists who fight for equality using violent methods.
Violent methods. Methods. Methods.
They're kind of like the Black Panthers.
Yeah. Yeah.
The argument itself hints to Weiss having an abusive childhood and reveals that
So for the longest time, because it did hint at an abusive. I think she had more of an emotionally abusive childhood, but that's still abuse. But for the actually, do I say it here?
Blake is not only being a faunist.
Oh God, it's so. Just say the line again. It's okay. I know I've made these still make these mistakes, but like, I like to think I'm much better than I used to be.
But also an ex-member of the White Fang. She runs out and meets up with Sun, and we get her backstory.
Okay, so I don't think I'm bringing it up here, but like for the longest time, I firmly believed that when the White trailer, the Armagigas, I thought that was entirely metaphorical, where the Armagigas represented Jacques, and like the scar she has on her eye was from any physical abuse she had suffered, or maybe like some sort of like neglect or whatever. Right? I thought it was that was completely representational, but apparently, like in Ice Queendom, it's just this giant fucking robot knight that she fights. Like, it's like literal. I was putting way too much thought into that shit, man.
I was there. I was at the front of every rally.
Yeah, I was yep, the front of every rally, and they make her look all scrappy and like make her kind of look like she was part of the downtrodden, when in reality she was basically, she had essentially the same social standing as Weiss, maybe like to a lesser degree, but like in terms of like relative to where they lived, they had the same social standing. God damn, really fucks up that revolutionary aesthetic, don't it? To know that she's basically a tumblerina LARPing as a revolutionary.
I took part in every boycott.
Did I just say tumblerina? Jesus Christ, I'm old.
And I actually thought we were making a difference.
Why?
RWBY and the others start looking for Blake when they...
Hold on.
And I actually thought we were making a difference.
RWBY and the others...
Oh my god. Oh my god. My part of my sentence is cut off. Oh my god. Oh my god.
start looking for Blake when they run into Penny again.
Conclusions. I think when we hear it, you'll all realize I was right. And I think Weiss's hair looks wonderful today. Ah, Penny, where did you come from?
I like how RWBY has fucking creeped the fuck out by Penny in volume 1 and then becomes friends with her in volume 2 onwards. Like, I'm not saying that's like an issue or anything, but like the jump between being creeped out and being, and later we'll see annoyed and then being a friend, like, I don't know, I think there should have been more connective tissue there.
Actually, Yang and Weiss ditch Ruby while Blake and Sun intercept the white.
Why did Yang and Weiss ditch Ruby to deal with the fucking weirdo stalker girl? Why did they? That's what I want to know.
Fang robbing a dust shipment.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was indeed doing those things.
Ruby and Penny then arrive, and holy shit, Penny just killed those guys.
Yeah, she just fucking killed people. Now, granted, in this instance, it was self-defense. And they are terrorists. So, like, you know, but something tells me Miles and Carrie would watch Black Men in the Winter Racism and think that John Walker killing the terrorist was wrong when Penny here is slaughtering terrorists. You know?
Well, maybe they're not dead. I mean, this is a fantasy.
Oh my god, I pulled out the fantasy shit. Yeah, those people are dead. They were fleeing. Penny killed people that were running away. That's a war crime.
God, Penny, these people have families.
They probably do. And then just gonna brush that over. We're just gonna brush over the fact that Penny just murdered a bunch of fucking people. I mean, like, the ones attacking her, self-defense, but I'm pretty sure those ships were, like, trying to get away, like, shit, we got our thing, so let's go. And, like, she just cuts them in half, which, by the way, just in terms of, like, oh, excuse me, sorry, late. But, like, goddamn, Penny just murdered people. You kind of have to think back and go, wow, she just killed a bunch of people that were running away. And her lasers are strong enough to slice massive ships in half. Much to consider. Because if that were the case, why didn't she just fucking kill Cinder when Cinder took a fucking hit? Oh no, I think her aura was still up. Does Cinder even still have aura? No, her grim arm doesn't have an aura.
After that massacre, Weiss and Blake...
No. Like, elaborate on why this is kind of an issue, right? Like, especially the lasering the ship part. Like, these people, they were fleeing, they were running away, and Penny just killed them, just flat out killed them. Like, it's like shooting people in the fucking back. Like, no one's going to really, granted, no one's really gonna cry over it, but at the same time, it's like, and where we saw like those ships kind of go behind the buildings, like, surely they would have done, like, collateral damage.
Make up, and it just kind of ends.
Yeah, it does just kind of end. Where it's like, we're all together now anyway, roll credits.
RWBY Volume 1 is great, and
No, it's actually quite shit. Fun to watch, for me personally. Kind of nifty to see where all of the issues really did start, and they started very early on, especially on our rewatch. But it is quite bad. I still enjoy parts of it, I'll admit right now.
I enjoyed every bit of it.
I'm sorry.
But it's far from perfect.
Far from perfect. I mean, true. It is very far from perfect. As far from perfect as it is possible to be.
Well, the first half was really good, and...
No, the first half... trying to think. The first half is, like, fine-ish. The episodes are too short. We don't get enough with, like, Yang. I know they're trying to focus more on RWBY and Weiss. That's kind of fine. Like, those first 8 episodes are, like, you kind of, like, look at it and go, there's something here, but the episodes are way too short. The episodes were way too short, and I think I think it should have just been those 8 episodes were volume 1. I think it really should have been that, and then because I think if that was volume 1, you would have gone like, some of the world building is really weird. The explanation of aura is very unsatisfactory. We don't really get an explanation about dust aside from like it's elemental, but we don't really get anything besides that. We don't even get an explanation of what a semblance is. Like, 'cause I think I remember it's like, you know, your semblance is speed minus polarity, and it's like, so a semblance is an ability. I think that's the first time we even hear the word semblance, because they just have like abilities.
Well paced, the second half was pretty hit or miss.
I mean, yeah, hit or miss. Indeed, it was hit or miss, mostly miss.
The Badge of Burden felt kind of pointless, and Forever Fall could have been compressed into one episode.
True. I wouldn't say Badge of Burden was pointless. It needed more time. You needed more you needed more time. Like Forever Fall could have been compressed into one episode. Jaundice could have been compressed into one episode.
However, the episodes aren't bad by any stretch of the imagination.
No, they're quite bad. They are quite bad. Like the fact that we are focusing on Jean, and to be fair, nothing really worthwhile is being done with him outside of like typical, I have no confidence. Now I will stand up for myself regardless of consequences. If anything, it kind of just does make him look. It makes him look spineless, and they don't really do enough with the fact that like he's the leader, and now he has to maintain the lie that he earned his place, and he didn't earn his place, and like. There is that they have to keep they absolutely have to keep that secret, and he has to stress, we cannot tell anyone, I will be expelled. And then we need to really know, because I think like I said, it is implied that Oz knows that Jean cheated his way in, and if that is the case, why would he allow him here? Like, this is a school to train monster hunters specifically for the like, just in the context of Volume 1, removing Salem and all the stuff, because we didn't know that shit then. In the context of just this being a monster hunting school to hunt these soulless creatures, the Grimm, why are we if you know that he has forged his way in here, why are you letting him in here? Why are you giving him the leadership position? Why are you potentially setting an entire team up to fail and potentially die on a mission? I mean, yeah, they have fucking Pyrrha with them, but like, you know, they might come across something where Pyrrha is like completely useless against. And more importantly, how did Jean get his hands on fake transcripts? Like, where, why, how? Like, how do you? I don't know. There is just a lot of those problems. God.
The overall theme of this season is
My themes.
overcoming one's own.
Also, if you're wondering why I'm keeping sort of my voice down, it is late at night. And my mom is sleeping in the other room. Yes, I still live at home. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care. I got a job. I pay my bills.
Personal insecurities.
I mean, like, that's not wrong. To be fair, I'm not wrong. And that is what matters the most, that I am right.
Further illustrated by what development characters went through.
None. Okay, maybe not none. Very little.
RWBY was bumped up 2 years and feels as if she doesn't belong.
True. Yes, she does say that outright.
That she was given special treatment for really no reason at all.
I mean, no. So it's not no reason. Her eyes are silver. Well, her eyes are silver, and like she managed to take care of a bunch of goons, but I'd imagine that wouldn't be very impressive at all. Like at all.
Hence why she was so fixated on proving herself to Weiss.
It wasn't just to Weiss. I mean, it was to Weiss, but I think it was to everyone else, mostly herself as well.
Of all people.
I really didn't like Weiss back then, did I? Goddamn.
Weiss tells Ruby she doesn't want to be on a team led by her.
Yeah, because Ruby's retarded. Now, granted, we didn't know just how retarded. We didn't know. This was. I may have been there when the deep magics were written, but we didn't know how they would be used back then.
Reaffirming those insecurities, reinforcing the previous thought that she does not belong there.
I mean, I'm not wrong. Kind of.
And that she maybe deserves.
No, I'm not wrong. I am right all the time. All the time.
To be sent back. How?
I am fucking with you all. If you I know there might be one idiot in the comment that sees this, but no. I mean, it's already, yes, I am fucking with you. I'm right 85% of the time. You gotta have that 15% margin of error. Always have a 10 to 15% margin of error. You have to have that, and if you do, you're golden. A B is never bad. B is never bad.
However, Osmond tells her that it's only been one day, and she realizes she's been overreacting.
Yes. Exactly.
Blake's insecurities came from her past associations with the White Fang.
No. So this is the one where I don't agree with. It's not about personal insecurities with her necessarily. Or maybe here. Was it? I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was. It wasn't about personal insecurities. It was about... what was Blake's Tale in Volume 1? I am blanking right now, actually. Also, it's fucking late, but, like, I'm blanking right now. I don't think it was personal insecurities. Because it wasn't, like, the insecurity of being a faunus. It was, I think... It was revealing the fact that she was a White Fang member to her friends, one of which detests the White Fang, and being reminded of her past, the past that she is trying to escape from. That is not a personal insecurity. That's running away from your problems. There, I salvaged it. I'm a genius.
And what it has become. Remember, she grew up in the White Fang and
Yes. Remember the thing she told us. Yes, remember that. Remember that as if... Jesus fucking Christ.
It changed from a relatively peaceful protesting organization to an extremist terrorist group.
True. That was a true and factual thing that you have recapped. I think I'm going insane.
She feels guilt over participating in those actions and...
Yes, no shit. Yeah, she does. Yes. Astute observations.
Fears what her friends might think of her if they found out.
Yeah, that's not personal insecurity. That's like fear of losing something that you have found. Or not found, but have formed. Something good that you have formed. Actual, like, friends that like you for who you are and aren't Adam, even though we didn't really know who Adam, like, Adam's a fucking...
But finds reassurance when they make it clear they don't really care about her past.
Even though they should. Let's be real. They fucking should. They should go, you were a fucking terrorist? Care to explain about that shit? Like, they should. It's like, oh, are we gonna need to worry about anything? Anyone coming after you? Like, they should care. I'm sorry, they should. Not to, like, say you're gay and cringe, we don't want to be friends with you anymore, but in the sense of, should we be worried that someone's gonna come after you? And lo and behold, crazy ex-boyfriend. As my friend Kaiser Shonen would say, the furry Elliot Rogers.
What she does now.
Though that that this was made before Yang got her arm cut off, I believe. So, but yeah, that again, I'm kind of post talking it a little bit.
The person who had the most insecurities would have
Yes, because he's a fucking retard.
to be John.
Would have to be John. Oh shit, my headphones are dying. Must get the charger. I'm not editing this. This is going up as is. Ah.
Bar none.
Bar none. Jesus yes. God, thank God it's almost over.
He wants to be a hero like his ancestors, but lacks the physical capabilities and training.
Yeah. It's as if like his sheer there's nothing to feel sorry for because he did it to himself. Like, yeah.
So he got in through false pretenses in an attempt to continue that legacy.
False pretenses. I think I used that phrase correctly. I think I did. But yes, to continue that legacy. It is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you wanted to do with it. What matters is that, what was I going with that? It doesn't matter what you wanted, it's how you got there.
Like Ruby, Jean feels the need to prove himself, but
indeed, these are things that can be interpreted from the story. You're just telling us the things that were in the story. You're not explaining why this is good. You're saying, here's the thing, it therefore is good.
not to others, but to himself.
Profound. Oh, God, smell my own farts. Jesus fucking Christ, that was cringe.
He wants to prove that his actions were justified, even if they're not.
They're not. They are not justified at all. They were not. They were not justified at all. But I think I am acknowledging they weren't justified.
He wants to prove to himself that he
wants to prove himself
is worthy of
is
standing next to his team and leading them, even if he isn't.
I gotta listen to that again.
Is worthy of standing next to his team and leading them, even if he isn't.
So he wants to prove that he is, even though he isn't. I mean, wouldn't proving he is means that he is? I don't know. That sentence was kind of weird, kind of dumb. Because like, if he proves that he is worthy, no, he wants to prove that he is worthy, even though he isn't. But like, but saying that he wants to prove that he is worthy implies that he isn't, or implies that he thinks that he. God damn.
He felt that the only way for him to get over those insecurities was to do it alone.
But why did he feel as if he needed to do it alone? I'm trying to remember this dialogue exchange. Cause like, he's full of the. I think he goes like, I was full of that macho crap. It's like, I mean, was that part of his upbringing? Was he taught that that like men have to bear a burden by themselves? Especially since he has 7 sisters and is the only brother. So as the only brother, you have to bear, you have, dare I say, carry this badge of burden by yourself, and you have to resolve it by yourself. Like, I don't know. Well, I don't know why because like it's really weird that he doesn't accept help.
That's why he was such a dick to Pyrrha.
Yeah, massive dick.
However, it was only through Pyrrha helping him that he got over those insecurities.
It's now he. It wasn't through Pyrrha helping him. Bitch, what you talking about? He got over those I mean, like, it wasn't through Pyrrha helping him. He I guess you could say kind of like him killing the Ursa was like, I can do this and I need help. But like, I guess maybe, but like, eh. Also, Pyrrha, I don't think Pyrrha ever told him. It's like, yeah, remember this defining moment that proved to yourself that you're worthy of it? Yeah, no, that was me, idiot. You would have died without me.
Whether he knew it or not.
Yeah, whether he knew it or not. Yeah.
Prompting him to ask Pyrrha for her help.
Was that what prompted him? I guess you could say defeating the Ursa was what, like, gave him the confidence. But wouldn't that just kind of maybe reaffirm going to go like, holy shit, I can do this on my own. I don't know. I would need to rewatch these episodes again. I have not watched Volume 1, like I said, in a couple years.
To help him get better. Sure, Cardin was an unnecessary add-on, and we never got any specifics on why Jean resorted to such extremes.
Yeah. Cardin isn't completely unnecessary, and we never got an explanation as to why Jean did this thing, which is incredibly important.
But maybe it'll come up in Volume 3.
That aged. That. You fool. You optimistic, hopeful fucking fool. You Schmeckeldorf. You retard.
And yes, I know I'm probably overthinking this.
You were. Actually, no, you weren't thinking enough throughout this entire video. You were thinking. You weren't thinking at all. You were a sheep. You were a sheep. That's what you were. You were a sheep with the wool over your eyes. You weren't thinking at all.
But that's what I'm getting from it anyways.
Yeah.
Overall, RWBY Volume 1 was great, and
No, it was bad. It's bad. No, stop saying it. Stop.
I highly recommend you watch it.
Watch it. Watch it if you're curious to see, like, watch it, I guess, to see, like, to maybe see, like, why a lot of people did. Well, no, even then, like, I'm trying to come up with a reason to watch Volume 1, because I think if you're curious enough, you should watch it. But like, if you're curious to see where a lot of RWBY's problems started and that they can still be felt to this day, like if you watch some stuff, you're like, wow, this feels real shit. A lot of RWBY's problems did start in Volume 1. A lot of them. And they never really recovered, because you had an animator that wasn't a writer, and then two guys who never wrote anything in their lives. I think there may be some other writing staff, but like the three primary creators were in charge of like this like fan project that had like a little bit more, that had like a little more fun, that had a little funding to it, and it was completely carried by like the by the animation talents of one man that was like, I have made a fight scene. It is your job to write a story around it, instead of, as we're writing the story, I have a really good idea for a fight scene that takes place right here. You don't write a story around fight scenes. You write a fight scene around the story. It's God, that was painful. That was painful for me, and really painful for me. I'm kind of at a loss for words of how bad that was. Not just how bad, but how worthless it is. Like, this is slop content. Holy shit. This is abject slop. One could argue it's worse than slop. How does one be worse than slop? It's actually quite bad. It's actually pretty bad. Like point and laugh at it. I dislike this video. Dislike bomb my video. God, that was terrible. Man, I have improved so much. Because, like, whenever I hear someone say, wow, you made a really good video, I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, it was like, okay, I guess. But now it's like, Jesus Christ. Maybe spending, like, nearly 5 minutes on like, one... Jesus Christ. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad. I just didn't know how bad. And I am glad... I'm kind of mad that the volumes 2 and 3 videos aren't up anymore. Well, thank you for joining me for this cringe. So like I said, I haven't had that to have too much to say about this. I guess, like, you can watch along with me and watch my cringe. Like I said, I'm not good with these by myself. I just thought it would be a little bit of a fun exercise. So, New Empire script is still being worked on. I just thought this would be a little bit of a fun thing. Yada yada. Till next time.